Welcome to episode 21 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and just a take on what's happened over the last, seems like forever, game week 21. And finally it's over. Last night with West Ham going into fifth place now outright, and a great show by Bowen as well. 2 goals, nothing for Antonio. Obviously, I'm devastated with the Antonio thing myself, but at least I suppose I had Bowen in there. Took a -4 this week to get Bowen in, I suppose, and 69, 365,000 overall, 1,000 for every day of the week. So just flicking in about there, hovering around that situation. It's awful hard to gain any ground on the top 500,000. It's very, very difficult. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Main thing is to finish in that top 200k for me and see where I'm going after that. Yeah, so this game week is done and dusted, and those who had captain Bowen, they've seen basically 2 goals and an assist, which is terrific. And they're the big winners this week. Looking at the update of the Christy Nicholson Fantasy Pub League that we have been the first season, and we also have here in Ballyhaunis the King of the Travellers, fourth, and the Christy wins the Kirkclap Memorial, something for the 4th place. So just reckon that Cristiano Ronaldo will be okay for, they're saying that, well, the PL are confident that he will play Villa away. Just a little niggly muscle thing, nothing too bad. Ranić said that, well, it was just not even an injury, he said. It's just something to be being precautious over Cristiano. He's such, it's basically him or nobody apart from, McTominay, Scott McTominay now, and Fred assisting each other and scoring respectively. So yeah, Captain McTominay, he has something about him. Fred's got something about him. When the others aren't performing, you've got to give fair kudos, and De Gea as well. So for this double game week, I suppose CR7 and De Gea are the main ones. Apart from myself, I'm going with Greenwood, and this is somebody I'm going to take a chance on, although I'm not too confident in what I did. I just had the money to fit Greenwood in there. I've got 0 in the bank now. I just thought I'd give it a go. I'm waiting for Salah to get back in a couple of game weeks. Egypt have lost 1-0 already to Nigeria. I don't fancy them. I've watched the whole of that game, and I just don't fancy Egypt at all. The creativity. Salah was strangled up front. No service. Nigeria looks so comfortable. Gray the back, and they should have won 3-0 easily. Kelechi Iheanacho came off the bench as well. They've got a lot of strength and depth there. I think they have that guy in Ndidi as well from Leicester. And we'll get on to Leicester as well later, I suppose. If you're looking at Leicester, everyone's looking at Tielemans and Maddison. We're not entirely sure, as it is, that Leicester will get their first game in here against Burnley, and both have been affected. That's touch and go, the Burnley one and the Leicester one. If you're getting anybody in for Leicester, you can go for Maddison. He'll still be good for the next game of Spurs and Leicester. Leicester should be fine for that game. So it's just to be aware of that. And also, if you're looking at Harry Kane as well, he's very interesting to get in because, Harry's got a massive... Harry Kane, my guy, he's done nothing for me for captain picks this season, but still, I'm highlighting him because of his record against Arsenal and North London derbies here, and also his record against Leicester City as well. Now, without Son, that has Sonaldo, how effective will he be if he keeps coming back into midfield? And looking at maybe Mora could be a better fix because Stephen Bergwijn now has been touted to go to Ajax, and Ndombele is out of the team. He won't be coming back anytime soon. So there should be no problem for Luka Mora now starting. So I'm not too sure, really. And we've seen with the 2 Chelsea Cup games, the Spurs are just not anywhere near the races in regard to the top 3, even 4 at the moment in the Premier League. They've done really well to get themselves in a position here in the league table. And I've gone up there in 37th. Yeah, so I think Spurs have done well to get where they are. Conte is still unbeaten, I think, so far in the league games. And, with Arte, a few have been rested, like Lloris. Well, so can't see the table, I suppose. I'm not, Reguilon didn't play against Chelsea. Are they being nursed further back? And will the Spurs defence, I am a bit very scared of them. They've conceded a lot recently. Tanganga has been responsible for the 3 goals. So Lloris is a good pick, but Kane, it's a real differential thing going for Kane now. If you're a bit down, listen, I'm not recommending this. I'm not getting Kane in. I'm going to let the two things go. I only have Reguilon there in my the likes of Reguilon and Lamptey here as well. I think their minutes are being managed. They get these niggles and then they're out after 30 minutes sometimes, or it's the other way around. They're out after 60 minutes or even 58 minutes and they don't even get the 2 points. So that's I am a bit scared of these two. I'm sure Lamptey will get a good go, probably against Chelsea. His minutes have to be managed again. And Thomas, now we have no idea at the moment if Leicester will be fulfilling the Burnley game coming up, or whether will they have a single game week. But it's not hardly ideal if they close the training ground down, etc. There's a flag under TAA as well, but I wouldn't mind that. And nearly everybody's got TAA. Again, he could have the illness or something. It could be isolating as well. Look, I don't even think it'd be a good game week to do a free hit. I'm going to keep that for later. Looking at the other guys, the bloggers out there, they recommend game week 30. If you've only got one free hit left, you need it for game week 30. So I'll be holding that back. So I'll give it a go. Even this week, I'm thinking about captain and Bowen as well. Absolutely, he's turned out to be the form dude. And look, I don't know about Ronaldo. At least he's on penalties. He's had a bit of time off. Ranić needs some creativity after the Villa game. I don't know how they got past the FA Cup third round 1-0. Villa were just the amount of chances they missed, and it's just, it looks like watching the Solskjaer team or the De Gea team of the past, where there's no creativity, and the Mourinho team as well. So yeah, what else is there going on here? What else have we got here? That's the Christy Nicholson. So lots of other Premier League news. Obviously, Chris Wood from Burnley has gone to Newcastle for 25 million. Showbiz, football, transfer news. A loss of her, really. Like Luca didn't interest in, would be deadly from set pieces. It could be worth a punt. I don't know what they're moving at the moment, and because they'll be expected to do something ASAP, and anything they do will be rewarded, and it's like a win-win situation for someone like Coutinho to go. He'll get a better move, or he'll get better wages when he goes back. I'm done. I'm traveling back to Ireland tomorrow, and I'll be back home for 10 days. I'll be doing my trials for Niall Richardson now, the football Ballyhaunis town and station rides. I'll be turning up and see if I can do anything. And if he likes the cut of me, then I might give up my job and everything and just, have a good season with Andy Cunyan and the lads. Let's win the Super League. Let's see now. So let's have a look at what's going on at the moment. Big change in the Christy Nicholson Fantasy Pub League with another lad that's got publican blood in him. Stephen Nolan from McShirton's leading the way. He struck the front, in the horse race. He's got all the going, a great captain pick with Bowen. And he says that we're all lucky that, for instance, he got in a load of Everton there and the game was cancelled, wasn't he? Leicester and Everton. He had Gray and Keane. So I suppose it's unlucky for him. He could have been up to 100 possibly. You don't know, but Gray, Keane, they didn't play, and that's just unlucky. They didn't get their double game week, and so obviously Joshua couldn't come on. So Steve-O was a bit unlucky there. He could have really made a good move and put the pressure on the commando here, who got in. Bowen, of course, like myself, we had to get Bowen in. There was no alternative to that. But he's stuck with Salah, I suppose. But Bowen was a straightforward, either him or Antonio. He would have got more points if he backed either, but people have their reasons, and we have to figure out what to do with Salah now coming back from Egypt. I think Egypt could be out fairly soon enough if that's the way they're going. They look really porous and toothless up front, and Salah segregated, so he could only miss the couple of games and be back for Burnley. I think it's Burnley. Looking at I'm definitely going to guess. I've got in Ronaldo just to keep the money for Salah coming back. So Liverpool, Leicester, he could miss that one, but definitely back for when Liverpool take on. I see them Burnley away. So you need to have Salah back definitely for that. And who have Liverpool next? They have Norwich. So there you go. I think that's the way things are going. And keeping a close eye on the AFCON. So that's Joey there. Rudiger's always a good shout. I love Rudiger, even though there's a load of blank weeks coming up for Chelsea because they're playing in this World Super League baloney. You know, it's a waste of time. You know, who cares? There's no kudos winning that thing coming back to the Premier League. Nobody cares. It's just all a money-making racket. Yeah, but the African nations, I'm getting into that. It's quite good. And a load of Premier League players in it. Okay, so he's got Dennis to come back for a double game week. Joey, Tony's done nothing in his double. That was well expected. Got picked up a yellow there against Southampton in that 4-1 beating the other night. Cancelo, fair enough. So going forward, United are doubling. Let's have a look. I think the double game week's coming up. I'm happy enough with what I'm doing anyway. I'm just going to let it go. No chip, no nothing. So Leeds, they don't have a double. So Burnley, Brighton, Watford, Chelsea. A load of the people here now in our league, they're going to have to do a lot because Liverpool don't have a double. Man City don't have a double. Chelsea do. Brentford, they don't have a double. So Joey's got to do something. He doesn't have to, of course. You know, United are doubling. So he got one. West Ham aren't doubling. No, but they have Leeds. So there's a lot there. He's got his 2 Watford. He can come in there. James is injured. So Joey is in a bit of a situation there for game week 22. So let's see what he does. See, there's over the last couple of game weeks, it's been one of those, if you were lucky enough to fall on the right players, if you did, I did my free hit in game week 18 and I left the players, and that seemed to keep me in good stead all the way till now in game week, where I've not had to do too much messing about. -4 here, -8 the other week. Try and keep things going. I've got 9 anyway at the moment that can come on, and I got Bernardo in a pair 3 just to come on, just in case somebody blanks. Liverano shouldn't be available anyway. I'm going to let things go myself, but I'm not too confident at all. Greenwood's getting a lot of berating as well from Bruno Fernandes, which I don't like. I don't like what Bruno's at. A lot of upset and anger, and everybody else's fault, and he loses the ball, and then what do you expect Greenwood to do? They just have to need to make that pass, see that guy, and be unselfish and just play as a team rather than expecting Ronaldo to do everything. I think he's in a no-win situation. Ronaldo, you know, there should be more support in behind Ronaldo. You can't do everything. So yeah, that's that take. Yeah, so some of us have been more lucky than not, and I think Joey now has to figure out something going forward. I'm not saying a free hit, because I think this game week, who do you get in, like, and who's got the form? Most of the form are on these guys that have the single games, like the West Ham dudes. Fergie now, Great Guns Walsh is he's fallen a bit, not too much, only 7 points down. Again, looking at his team, a lot of them are not doubling, and he's all got the Arsenal guys as well. So he's one of them that kind of did okay for a while, but now the consequences of getting guys in or doing this and that is all coming home to roost. It's all down to luck. This, I think Arsenal lost out a double game week over something else. It's all knock-on effects. So there's a doubt over TAA. I'm sure he'll play anyway, but there's a doubt. Reguilon. I don't think Palace have a double. Yeah, they don't have. So again, a lot of figuring out there for Fergie. He's gotten Diop, and Diop doesn't have. It had to get rid of James, obviously, and Pickford. That was unlucky there. That it's been done there because of the cancellation. And everyone will be wanting to get off Chelsea now because they'll be losing loads. So a lot of work there to do. Morgan Lyons in 4th, not too far back. 12 plus 31 on Steve. It's nothing really. Bowen, obviously the big winner there for a nice 73 for Morgan. Just the eye test on this, looking quick. Again, not a lot there in regard to the next double game week. And Villa, there is Villa. Apparently Villa are going to be really good to have soon anyway. I know they're getting all their guys in, but there's no confirmation of any other double game weeks at the minute. So we have to kind of wait until we see to the last second, really, if anything else goes or whatever. So Morgan, the eye test, King fine. Foster can play double game. Foden, you don't know if he's playing or going or being penalised or he's out on the night or catching COVID. You have no idea with Foden. He's got all the skill. He's got the whole lot going. It's just down to him now. He's still keeping Salah. Now, there's no free hits or no nothing. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see you in game week 22. I think these guys are going to just do a free hit and just forget about it and try to limp another week with Salah in their team or whoever, be it Mane or Salah or the other guy, Gabriel and Ketchup, but nobody has him. Big game week for Connor Hussey. He's always been in it, but this is a massive year. It's his first year in the Christy Nicholson and lad from Ballyhaunis. So went to Ballyhaunis BCS like myself and a load of others with lots of good friends there with the Phillipses. So in town. So yeah, De Gay's fine, brilliant, Regulon, double game week. Again, there's a loss. Son's an issue again. Dalot now seems to be 50-50 coming in. King will play a double game. Madison now, will he get the double game week? Possibly. Great guy. I'm not putting anybody off Madison or Tillemans. Not at all. Breuer, brilliant. Probably came off the bench for him, and he got his goal the other day. So, but he doesn't have a double game week. Neither does Antonio. I'm sure Southampton don't know. For me, every game week is about the now. Get the now done and worry about. But it's easy saying that when you've got naturally 9 starters in the double game week, and then you look at Connors and Morgans and Fergals and Joey's, that they don't have many starters there. So again, I think you'd probably do a free hit there, and that's what I mean by the now. Get the now, keep the momentum, and worry about tomorrow, especially if you're under a bit of pressure with that's what the chips are for there. Kieran Kiley just ahead of myself in 6th. What's the story with Kieran? He's up and down a bit, unlucky here and there, cancelled game weeks here and there. It's hard to predict it. Very, very colourful team, as we can see. Watkins is great. Keep on to Watkins. Wang is just absolutely that. He should be gone. And Duffy, absolutely no good for a bench boost. And that's scary now. If you have these cancellations, you need to have a good bench just to be clicking over the 2 or 3 or 4 points. Cody, fine, came on. Lacazette, again, I don't see much in regard to double game weeks here. Apart from De Gea, Rudiger. So again, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Myself, not really happy with what I did with Antonio. Of course, Bowen was the man. He got a 3, but at least that's 21 points I wouldn't have had if I didn't do the -4. Got rid of Gallagher. I like Gallagher. I wanted to keep my best to keep him. I got rid of James, thinking that Thomas will have a double game week. I don't know if that will pan out. I thought that he's really attacking Thomas, and of course, I don't think there was anything wrong with the subs. So trying to think, I'm not happy with Fernandes now. He's up against Liverpool United next in game week 22. Regulon, well, I'm not sure. And with Lamptey again, not sure if they're regular starters or whenever they're playing, or they get subbed on 55 or even before halftime. It's all random. TA, fine. Bowen and Mount must have for Leeds, although not a lot happened in the FA Cup. It's just a narrow win there. It wasn't. It was pretty close in the end. Mount okay against City, and who's the other team? Man City. Chelsea have Man City and Brighton, so that's not a gimme for Chelsea. Mason Mount, fair enough. Yeah, he's expected goals involvement, but he's not putting them away, mate. I don't care. I hate that statistic that expected goals is such a play that game like that is just it's no fun in it at all. I go by gut and instinct anyway, and the fixtures. That's what I mainly do. So I'm happy enough. If I had Son, like everybody else, I would have captained them, and we don't have that option. So I've got Thomas on the bench. So I'm happy enough with what I have. I had Salah, but I've got rid of Salah now. I cashed in. There was no, I didn't lose anything out. I'll just keep Son on the bench there. And I used the Salah money to get in Ronaldo and Greenwood there. So it's just taking a punt on Greenwood, you know. We'll see anyway. That's me. So happy enough. Not 50, 48, 50, 67 down on Stephen Stretford. I'll take that any day. I was always playing catch up last season. It was a joke. It was awful hard. And there's only 30 between me and the top four. So I'm going to take that, and I've got all my chips, and I've got another wild card. I'm going to sit on it and just try and ride the surf the best I can. Adrian Starman Phillips, of course, himself and Connor Hussey doing well, well up there. Starman's in a great position like myself, just a point back. Mount is great. Again, looking at this team, there's not many double game weeks. But nearly everybody's going to have to use a chip this week, to be honest with you, which I'm happy enough with. That's a chip less. A lot of them have still their 2 chips of free hits, so fair enough. So I think this is just a free hit stuff, really and truly. Although, do you put in Bowen there in your free hit? It's really hard this week. There's a lot of guys flagged, the whole lot. You know, there is something to be said. Just leave it this week and captain Bowen. Dave Martin, my mate here in East Ham, eye test. Again, similar boat. Most people are on a lot of Arsenal, Man City. The 2 Chelsea are good here. A lot of Leeds there. That's not done him any good. He's dropping there. Jerry Freely, I mentioned there, the triple captain. That's how you do a triple captain, I suppose. But without that triple captain, that's a 33, mate. So I think he stopped the free fall here. He's squeaked back into the top 10. Again, quite a bit down on Adrian, myself, and Kieran. He'll be looking at us. There's another about 30 difference gap there, but he's kept in the game. But we have our triples, and I'll guarantee you we'll use it in a good time. But he's kept in the game there, which is fine. Watkins there doesn't have a double game week. No double game week. King, Rudiger, Brighton, I think have a double, do they? They do, yeah. Of course, I've got Nancy. Of course they do. Everton, don't think. That's another gutting thing, you know. You brought your Everton guys in, they've done nothing, and now they've got back to a single. West Ham single, double. Yeah. Well, again, now Jerry has a double game week. Again, I just can't see a way out for anyone here in the top 10, 15, whatever. Right back to the Oracle. He's back in the hunt. He's the main thing for the top dogs here in Ballyhaunis and the area. I don't like to say Ballyhaunis so much. I want to include everyone else, you know, Armours, Ballandines, our local area, our local vicinity, Knock, Kilchama, onto Ballinlough, the whole lot. Our nice little area on the 3 borders. I see our area, the Galway, Ballandine to Irishtown, onto Ballyhaunis to Ballinlough. I like that little triad of an area. And that's the heartbeat of top dogs. So FPL top dogs, hopefully that's a unique enough name. So there's the Oracles team. Again, Bowen, brilliant, made the right choice. Needed to make a good choice there. He got in Bowen there for Smith Rowe, great move. I have nothing wrong with getting Reguilon in there. It's just obviously game time and injuries and this and that. He has to be managed. I fancy him against Arsenal anyway, Reguilon, definitely. That's the good point. We have a few guys back, Lloris, Reguilon, and maybe Dyer, hopefully, for the Everton or the Arsenal game. Obviously, Davis is okay, but with Sanchez and Tanganga, absolutely. I just knew, and then Golini guy, whatever his name is, the clown, absolutely no good. So I didn't have any hopes of that. So hopefully we'll have a better team there defensively. Let's have a look. So Arsenal, yeah, again, okay, fair enough. A bit of a bit of this. Nothing Bernardo. 3 or 4 double game week. It's fine. You can get away. They could get away with that again. Who would you have the double? Possibly, I don't know, King. Is Dennis in a strop because he isn't going to Nigeria, or is he happy enough prove his worth because the last manager didn't want him and now they want him? We don't know what sort of mindset Dennis is in, and we don't know whether he'll go to centre forward or out the left. Whether King go, I think it seems to be alternating that one. So a load of people have had Dennis and they've took the price rise. Some went on King and they're just getting no rise. So I'm one of them that had Dennis for a while, so made a bit of money there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get Greenwood in with Ronaldo and just that couple of. So just looking at Oracle's team, fair enough. Bernardo could come in there for some, but there's a worry about the bench there and anybody not playing. Lacazette and Rams, they have Spurs. It's a big game. Will they keep a clean sheet? Will it be easy peasy? I don't know. Could be, whatever. But again, sniffs of a bit of a free hit. It's not a disaster. It's better than the other teams above his situation. The Sniper Gilday, 51. He won't be happy with that. Foden again is absolutely frustrating. Nothing for Watkins. Again, Duffy's no good whatsoever. Not much in double game week there for Sniper. Excuse me, I need some water. Yeah, Sniper just chugging along. Not a disaster for Sniper. He's within, as long as you're within that touching range of the top 10, fair enough. But I think all the teams are smelling of a free hit this week. Definitely no bench boost. Definitely, I can't. You want to be crazy. No point wasting the bench boost there, unless you're. Let's say Aiden Han Solo Fitzmaurice, third last year, second the year before. He won't be too happy with how he's going. A little bit down on points where he's usually a front runner. Han Solo. This year he's going to have to claw his way up, and he'll do it. Great stuff. As Sanchez, fair enough, but again, okay, De Bruyne against Chelsea, cancel against Chelsea. You know what Chelsea are like defensively. Jota, no Son. Gallagher might be back. We don't know with his possible COVID isolation. Dennis, there's not an awful lot there again, so it could be another free hit. I don't know. It's just going to be massive. I think people are going to use free hits on 10 minutes before the deadline tomorrow, which is at 6:30. Sorry, it's Friday tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me. Great Guns. Just get this thing done. Joe Braid. That's his team. He's gone with the Calvert-Lewin. Okay, fair enough. Saka again. Pick out a few others here a bit further down. Donald Silvermines, O'Brien, and he signs quite a bit down on the scores. Double game week, again, a lot of City, a bit of Arsenal, a lot of West Ham, a lot of Liverpool. So I don't know. It's a lot of, so yeah, Keith Robinson from out Touring Way. 68, he's done his free hit. Bowen, okay, he done the same thing as me. I went for Antonio. Sterling, okay, didn't work out. Fabianski, good clean sheet, bonus point. That's okay, it's fair enough. It just depends relative to what you had the week before. That could be, could have got 35 and it's a great free hit, you know, if he's just stuck with what he had. But yeah. Can I offer any advice to anyone else down here? God, 1009. Let's see if Parker won our 2017 winners. Anything. It's done. It looks pretty current. Pretty current team. Went for, you know, Tony is a differential captain. At this stage, have to be getting in Bowen, but it looks a fairly relevant team. It's just nothing's working out for him this year. I like the team, but not for next game week. It's a lot there to You know, there's not much going in the double game weeks. And I'm sorry, Snowman, but you are massive in this FPL Ballyhaunis, and thanks for all your participation. 2019 triple winner and the Christy Nicholson. Okay, no bench. That's basically a wild card straight off. Of course, we're not sure if Madison or Leicester will play the next game against Burnley away. Stuck with Salah. So Antonio, no Bowen, lots lost there. I think that's just basically a wild card. Maybe this game week coming is the best, double game week, get some momentum. But there'll be loads of other game weeks coming, and I'm not too sure that even this double game week is going to be any. And it could be one of them game weeks where everyone's looking to get 50. But look, I don't know about Liverman though. I think it's just the bench thing, and with Trippier coming into Newcastle, will that affect Monaco? Woods coming in now, will that affect anyone with Burnley assets? But it should be good for Newcastle. Walker, fair enough, but not many in the double game weeks there, Christy. So something radical's got to happen there. And that's about it there for the wrap up. Any price changes recently? So Sad, the goalkeeper for Wolves, he's gone up to 5.1 to 5.2 now. Dundonka, so people are getting on Wolves at the moment. 13th of January 2022. Antonio's gone up, fair enough. So has Jota, and the others have gone down. Not much movement. Watkins has gone down because everybody had to get him out once the Villa game was cancelled. Not much movement here, really. Foden's gone down a bit. I still think Foden's a good chance. It's a bit later on in the season when City they don't have many double game week, City, and they're going to be missing with their cup involvement. I'm sure that they will be missing a few game weeks as well. So, Trent went up a bit as well. 8.4 now for Trent. You just can't get rid of him. I can't afford to get rid of him. I couldn't buy him back anyway. That's the latest there. I'm out of there running the King of the Travellers after that defeat by Conor Hussey. Absolutely destroyed there. So fair enough. Fair cop. There's going to be someone else winning it this year. So Hussey's right in there. The Kieran, aka 47 Kylie, or the long dog, which might be easier to say, is well ahead. It's an amazing season in the Christy Nicholson. He's just hammering everybody. Conor Hussey is just trying to keep it interesting there. Otherwise, Kieran would be flying. Looks like a trophy heading his way between the two of them. Owen Collins had a great season in this in FPL overall. Fair play to him. And Stephen Stretford, we know, is leading things out, but it just doesn't necessarily translate into points, does it? And King of the Traveller wins. Jerry Freely's got back into the hunt there, and I'm Gilday. I'm out of it. I'm giving up on this thing. It's out. Just try and grab up the table a bit now. Let's have a look at the matches for next game week. 22. Any interesting ones? Average. Yeah, Kylie's got the average, so that's another 3 points. And Conor Hussey's got he's got all to do against Andy Cugnon, live player. I'm up against Jerry. That's just going to be a battle of, whoever. So, Oracle against William Nestor. Yeah, I know. Sorry that I'm not taking too much of an interest in the King of the Travellers anymore. I was until a point. Kieran lost out to Dazza Duffy though. Can you imagine? That was a big defeat, and Conor Hussey beating me. He's actually gotten back 3 points. So that was a big game week for Conor Huss, the Hussmeister, as we say. Andy Cugnon had a massive week as well. What did he do? He played a free hit. 11-2-2. Quite a bit down at the moment, and the nearly 200 points down on the leaders. But the Bowen thing, Antonio, good amount of points there. Kufal's done well there, assisted, and the clean sheet last night. All West Ham. Again, Everton guys, absolutely, total, absolutely. You want to say a few bad words here with not getting that double in there. Can you imagine? That would have been 100 points possibly. It's devastating in a way. It's still a fantastic score, but didn't get the luck. And you don't want to keep the Everton, even though until they get their doubles. You're going to go without Cancelo. Well, that's only a free hit now. So, what will he be going back? So that's all. That's all over. He'll be going back to. He had to do something. 24 points the last day. The average was about 45, 50. Not so much 50. So he'd be going back to that team. Tomiyasu, there's a lot of yellow there. Nothing in Salah. So, and there's non-games. They were non-games, I suppose. The week before this, just gone. That's a single game week. Not a lot there. Double. Not a lot there. Still problems. Yeah, that free hit definitely. See, that's what I mean about free hits. That it can get you out. He's been able to chill out for, nearly 10 days on that free hit, and now this is the crux tomorrow. What are you going to do for the game week 22? If he's got another free hit, I wonder this Andy Cunyon is our top. He got into the FPA, the Mayo Football Association's top 11 in the Super League, which is absolutely phenomenal. Well done, Andy. What's Andy done? Well, he's played his free hit in game week 21, and I think you're not allowed to play 2 free hits consecutively. So he's going to figure out pretty soon. I'm sure you can't do it. I'm sure there's a stipulation. So we'll keep an eye on what Andy does. But that could be. I think he'll have no choice maybe to do a wild card there. He can definitely do a wild card. Yeah, so that'd be one way just to bring out the old and bring in the new here for Andy Cunyon. So yeah, you might as well play the game straight. I mean, the points thing is an issue, but when you're a 1.7 million and you're in that sort of area and you're, oh God, you either go to posh, you give up, or you just keep plugging away and get into that top 500,000. You know what I mean? It's worth it. It's worth just keep plugging away. I love it anyway. So that's it. That's interesting anyway. So nearly to the end here. Again, we have no idea of what's coming in the fixtures. So I'm sure I'll have a lot of singlers ahead of me. This is game week 24, and already you see there's not a full complement. 4, 7, 9. Somebody's out. That's probably Chelsea's match. So that's a game week, whoever, so you have to be aware who Chelsea are playing for these 2 games. And see if your bench can cope with it. So I haven't looked into that. Just keep an eye out in the future. If you're going to transfer somebody in, are they playing Chelsea for them 2 blank game weeks they have coming up? Obviously, Chelsea Spurs, that's brilliant. They managed to play us before they go. Whoopie-doo. So happy about that. And so it's game week 24 and 25 for Chelsea. You need to keep an eye out for, and who they're possibly playing. This will probably take forever anyway. '15th, that's the next one, Man City. So the 23rd of January. The next one is the 5th. That's the FA Cup. It doesn't actually tell me. So they're going to be very, very busy. Chelsea, they got all this World Club stuff postponed. So I presume this is one of the postponed. So Arsenal, that's why Arsenal have these strange postponements there, because one of them is against Chelsea, the Premier League, and to be arranged. What's that? Plymouth, that's the 4th round. They'll play that before they go. Spurs before they go to the Super. That's the 12th. And obviously this that match possibly in the Prem is going to be. So I don't know anyway. Anyway, Arsenal's one of them teams, folks. You need to keep an eye on. That's why I've gotten off all my Arsenal that I had. I'm just going to let them go for a while. Same with Chelsea. So probably thinking about getting rid of Mount soon enough after the Spurs game, I suppose. So that's all. You can't really plan too much now. I think some have been lucky. I've looked at the Christy Nicholson, the top 15 or so, folks, and you get a rough idea of. I'm not too confident, but I've got 9 there going, and the others, if they do a free hit, they're all going to probably lump on a lot of the same that I have. Possibly Dennis, Ronaldo, King, maybe Madison might be a good one, and a few of the others, Regs, Lloris, may I don't know, but they'll be able to, when you do a free hit, depending on how much money you've been lucky with the savings and accumulated, you can really, so I'm just going to go without. They're going to do the free hit, and we'll all be even at more or less. But one thing I'm sure that you can't do 2 consecutive free hits in a row consecutively after game week. So that's all we need to say about that, folks. Thanks for tuning in here at FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. I say Ballyhaunis because I think somewhere down the line there will be other people that will want to do an FPL Top Dogs, at loan or something. That's why I differentiate between that. And there's nothing stopping people from doing their own thing, FPL Top Dogs or more, or whatever it is. I think it's a good idea, and it keeps everybody together, and it's really kept myself really connected to a lot of the lads back home. I'm over here in London, so can't wait to get back home, see you all, and maybe the next time it will be maybe in Christy Nicholson's, where we'll do something live, camera, and maybe take questions on the floor, and let's see. It's not often the guru's back home, and when he is, I shake up the deck. Definitely, I shake up the deck when I get back home, mate. Okay, folks. God bless. Take care. Good luck with whatever you do this week. That's the best I can offer for this game week. God bless. Sayonara.